Hi, this is Silhouette Jones again. I'm here in the meditation room and I'm working with crystal grids. So I'm going to show you the crystal grids we have here on the floor. Let's see. This one here is Metatron's cube. And so that comes from your Christian perspective. This one here is the Kabbalah tree of life. And this one would be your Jewish perspective. And this is Hindu. This is the flower of life. Each one is set to the vibrational tone for cleansing and healing. As we were doing research and study on these vibrational tones, we noticed that this one here, Metatron's cube, acts more on a physical level. So things that you really need to break through on a physical level, or you want to do creation, this is the best place to work on it. Now, if I want to do a combination between spiritual and physical work, the Kabbalah tree of life is where I want to go to. Here we have the flower of life, and this one is all spiritual level. So this will be your astral energy completely. So how does each one of these work? Well, each one of them is created to be able to manifest and do manifestations. So you have to decide what kind of manifestation you're trying to work through. So in this case that we're working through, we have the fluorite, and then we have the tourmaline with crystals, quartz crystals connecting them. So in this vibrational pattern, we're doing a cleansing. And you can work each one meditating into the energy, just feeling it, holding your hand over it, and allowing it to kind of go where it feels like things are blocked. Channel it out, breathe. Oxygen is the most important part of this when you're cleansing. And allow it to cleanse what needs to be cleansed. We're not in control completely, but if things are frustrating you or you have something that's really frustrating you, that's where you want to work the most. I think this book, Dr. Emoto's book, The Hidden Messages in Water, is one of the greatest books that you can get to actually see how changes come from different patterns. So in here he begins to show when things are exposed to when water is exposed to specific things. This crystal right here that we're looking at, this one, this was shown a photograph of the earth. So we begin to see how even our pictures and our symbols in written word, he places written words underneath. This one is Japanese, let's do it. This is Japanese, do it. You can see the difference. You really begin to see how things are set begin to create different vibrational effects. Well, how does that work? Well, look at our words. Our words have different structures or forms to be able to create them. When the word is imprinted into the energy, it forms its own structure. So these ones have already been formed for us for the energy of creation. Thus, I'm working with Metatron or the tree of life or the flower of life. So how do we continue to do what we want to do with them? Well, in this case, you have to get the appropriate crystals to be able to rise up the energy vibration. So what we're doing inside of this is we're bringing up the energy vibration by adding the crystals to it, which already vibrate at their own specific energy level. And the transference of that energy into our energetic field creates that which our intended purpose is. So for this case, we were doing cleansing. We wanted to cleanse stuff off of us, off your spiritual, your physical, and both your spiritual and physical self, because the body relates in three different forms. We have our physical body, then you have the portion of us that's spiritual and physical mixed together, and then you have the portion of you that's just completely spiritual. And so each one of these resonates with each portion. You can do it for prosperity. You can do it for love. Love doesn't necessarily mean I'm trying to get a lover. It means that I'm trying to heal myself. There are a bunch of portions to love, and I think one of the most beautiful passages is here inside this book. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I'm going to read it directly to you from Dr. Emoto's book. Among all medicines, there are none with the healing powers of love. Since I came to this realization, I have continued to tell people that immunity is love. What could be more effective at overcoming negative powers and returning vitality to the body? However, I have recently felt the need to change my terminology. I now know that it is not love alone that forms immunity, but love and gratitude. I became convinced of this from the following experiment. I heated water in a microwave oven, then attempted to see the impact of the magnetic field on the crystals. I used two types of water, distilled water and water from the tap, shown the words love and gratitude. I'm going to repeat that. He showed the words love and gratitude. So just like our energy vibration over here, it's only a picture, but the magnitude, get ready for how big this magnitude is. The crystals formed from the distilled water were deformed and incomplete. So that's without being shown the words. But the water shown the words love and gratitude formed complete crystals. In other words, love and gratitude were able to make the water immune to the damaging effects of the magnetic field. I have mentioned that water shown the words love and gratitude forms the most beautiful crystals. Of course, the word love alone has the ability to create wonderful crystals, but love and gratitude combine to give the crystals a unique depth and refinement, a diamond-like brilliance. I also discovered that love and gratitude crystals actually look more like gratitude crystals than the love crystals. What this indicates is that the gratitude vibration is more powerful and has a greater influence. Love tends to be a more active energy, the act of giving oneself unconditionally. By contrast, gratitude is more passive energy, a feeling that results from having been given something, knowing that you have been given the gift of life and reaching out to receive it joyously with both hands. The relationship between love and gratitude may be similar to the relationship between sun and shade. If love is the sun, gratitude is the moon. If love is the man, gratitude is the woman. A little deep, our science, but we begin to understand this isn't just a metaphysical vibration. These aren't just rocks on a piece of paper. And you can begin to understand the energetic transfer of the vibration that we become accustomed to. Einstein said that when two energies are put near each other, they eventually have to vibrate to the same frequency due to the exposure to themselves. So as you're sitting here holding your hand over top of this crystal grid, what's going to happen is that you are going to vibrate to the point of being cleansed and balanced. Thank you for joining me today. We'll see you again. Ashe.